Good morning. Happy Math Day. We're going to get started with our math lesson for today. We are working on math lesson 8-4. We actually are today working on mental math subtraction. Okay, the other day we did mental math addition. So before we start, we will go over the solve and share. Okay, now remember when we do a solve and share or when we do any word problem, we want to make sure that we read the question and the problem more than once, and we want to make sure that we pay attention to all of the charts and diagrams that go along with that problem as well. So if you notice, we have the problem here, but then we also have this picture, which is going to help us solve our problem as well. So I'm going to get started with reading the problem, and I want you to think about it as I read. Peyton, before I get started, I hope that what I want you guys to do, I'll give you a minute to grab a pencil and paper because I want you guys to be solving this along with me. I'm going to give you some time to answer this question. All right, hopefully you all have a pencil and paper next to you. I'm going to get started with reading. Peyton wants to buy one item that costs $425 and another item that costs $210. If she gets the discount shown on the sign, what is the sale price? Explain how you can use mental math to find your answer. Now, of course, I have to read this picture as well. Discount, $170 off. Total cost of items. Think about that. $170 off of the total cost of items. Now, when I read that, that makes me think that this problem has a hidden question in it. I want you to think about it. I'll read it again. I want you to think about what is that hidden question and what do we have to do first before we can solve. Peyton wants to buy one item that costs $425 and another item that costs $210. If she gets the discount shown on the sign, what is the sale price? Explain how you can use mental math to find your answer. Discount, $170 off. Total cost of items. What is that hidden question? What do we have to do first? Hopefully, you said that we first have to find out the total cost of items. Okay, and we know that Peyton looks like she wants to buy 2 items, but the discount applies to the total cost. So hopefully you said we have to add first to find our total cost and then do our discount. I'm going to give you a minute to work on your own to solve this problem. Now, they do want you to try and use that mental math, some type of mental math strategy that will help you. So I'll give you a minute to do this problem on your own. Now, it's also really important to understand, what does discount mean? $170 off. Okay, we have to really understand what that means as well. Hopefully you said that a discount means that we are taking money off of the total item. So when we have a discount, and if we're doing this in the real world, we would be subtracting that $170 because it's cheaper. All right, hopefully you are solving this problem using any strategy that you've learned. Remember, there's never one exact way to solve a problem. All right, what I'm going to do now is, if you're still working and you want to really do this on your own, you can hit the pause button of this video. Okay, and then once you're finished the problem, you can resume the video. Okay, again, if you want to keep working and really solve this on your own, you can hit that pause button. And then when you finish solving the problem, you can play it from where it left off. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you a sample of a student work. And one way that this student named Garrett solved this problem. All right, so he didn't show his work for adding. So I guess he didn't show that here, but what he did was he added 425 plus 210, and he got this 635. Okay, so now this 170 he subtracted because on the problem we had to take off the discount of $170 off, right? So the total was $635. He had to take off that $170, and he has his question mark, which is kind of the unknown, right? We don't know the sale price. That's what we're looking for. So what he did first was he was trying to think of how to solve this mentally. 635, he realized that 170 is really close to 200. So subtracting 200 is an easier problem to solve. Okay, but remember, we also have to know that 200 is 30 more than 170. So I need to add 30 to 200. I'm sorry, 30 to 635. Okay, so what he did was he added 30 to 635. He got 665, but then he still has to subtract that 200. Okay, 665 minus 200 equals 465, so the sale price is $465. Okay, this would be one way to solve the problem. A way that I was thinking, which maybe some of you were thinking too, or let's see. I made a Google Doc, which you guys, I'll make this a little bit bigger so you can see. I was thinking of, you don't have to share your strategy, but when you were working on this problem, if you had a strategy you would like to share with the class, you may type in this Google document. Okay, so Miss Rhodes, here's my strategy. It says, let's start from the beginning. Share the way you solved, if you can. For example, write your name and then write your strategy next to your name. So Mrs. Rhodes' strategy, my strategy is a little different than the student I showed you on the video. So this is my strategy. I was thinking 425 plus 210 equals 635. That's my total cost of items that Peyton bought, right? Then I have to subtract that 170 because that's our discount. So I actually did a little bit different. I just subtracted. I saw that 170 is close to 200 as well. So I did 635 subtract 200. So that gave me 435. Why do I have 20? Nope, even teachers make mistakes. And I did minus 200. So that gave me 435. But I had to add that 30 to make it 465. Okay. So that was one way that I kind of solved it. I subtracted that 200 first, but then got 435 and then added that 30. Okay, that was one way that I solved it mentally. All right, so like I said, if you want to, you could put your name. Like, for example, if you put Anya wants to share her strategy, she could put Anya and then just type in her strategy. Okay, then go down. If, say, Kaya wants to share, she can share and type in her strategy. All right. And then I could just check this out. And it could be for you guys as well. Maybe this is a little bit challenging for you. Remember, these solve and share problems are supposed to be a little bit challenging for you, and you are supposed to try to, persevere and work in solving these problems. If you're noticing one strategy isn't working, then you got to stop and try a different strategy. That is the real purpose of this solve and share. All right. So if you did something different as far as a strategy, please share. And then if you or someone who might be having trouble with understanding what's going on, then you could go to this page and look and see the different strategies and see if any of the strategies that the other students did would help you with this problem. Okay, that makes sense. Kind of just like what we do in our classroom. Sometimes you guys learn best from each other. Sometimes you learn, you see that, say, Ellie has a strategy that really worked for Shane, that's the whole purpose of the solve and share. So this could be a place for us to share our strategies to help each other out. Okay, with that being said, we're working on subtracting using mental math. Let me find my to-do list. Okay, so here is the to-do list. I'm going to put the link below, and then you're going to have visual learning 8-4. Remember, you can find this in topic 8 check. Then you go to practice study, also topic 8 check. And then you will go on to Freckle or Prodigy. All right. All right, third graders, persevere. You got this. Reach out if you have any questions. It is difficult for me to have a lot of live chats, with my kids being at home. But maybe we could, kind of maybe set up some type of math support, if we are having a little bit of difficulty. But I can't promise with that, because I do have my kids home with me. But reach out to me or Mrs. Menu if you have any questions, or if you're really not understanding. Like I said, you can watch the learning video more than once. You can go back to the problem. You can go back to this video that I'm making, numerous times, until you can understand what we have to do. Okay. All right, so I hope that helps. And you guys can get started, Math Superstars. All right. Well, have a great day. Talk soon. Bye.